Okay, so we are nearing the end of round 6 here, and then we're going to be heading up to the rooftop of this building where we're going to hang out and camp until we get a few more points together for the next phase of our mission on Die Rise. So we're hanging out here at the elevators. I'm just waiting for them. We're going to check out which perks we have in these elevators. They do spawn in randomly. It's a good idea to remember which perks are where in the game, in case you need to buy them back in a tight situation. So yeah, just going for the headshots here to maximize the points and stuff like that, as per normal. Zombies 101. And then we're going to jump on top of the rooftops of one of these elevators and catch it all the way up to the roof. So I think we've only got one zombie left here. And you want to be really careful if you've got even one zombie left and you get on top of the elevator. They can down you pretty quickly or force you to kill them, which can restart the round earlier than perhaps you wanted it to restart. So you kind of have to manage your last zombie or two when you're using these elevators. And I'll explain a couple of tricks that you can use a little bit later on in this gameplay as well, for getting on the elevators without getting a bunch of zombies jumping on it with you. Now up the top of this particular shaft, of course, is the location of the Bowie knife. There it is for 3,000 points. They seem to like hiding the Bowie knife from us a little bit, Treyarch, these days, in some of their newer maps. And I'm going to get claymores here. They help to kill the jumping jack zombies, or the denizens. They're not really denizens, are they? They are minions, some people call them. You know what I mean. Those little jumping Nova Crawler style zombies that come every 5 rounds. Okay, we got a max ammo there, which is handy. Now this is not the ideal weapon to use camping in a situation like that, I'm just going to say, but in these early rounds it's going to be okay-ish. As I said before, this thing does run out of ammo pretty quickly. It does kill pretty good, but it does run out of ammo pretty quick as well. Now this particular location, guys, if you're playing solo, it is super easy to camp here, especially if you have the safety net of the claymores, giving you an escape route around the back of this area. If you do get overrun, most of the time you won't get overrun. You'll be able to handle things pretty comfortably. They will only come through this one side here, and you'll be able to keep this window shut and under control as well. So yeah, I basically stay here till I get enough points to buy Galvanuckles and possibly the other 2 perks that I'm going to get in this strategy. So just to recap, guys, in this particular strategy I have Perma Jug as the ability that my character has unlocked. So that means I don't have to buy a Jug and I'll still have the same amount of health as Jug. I'm not actually going to get Jug in this gameplay. I'm just checking what we've got in that elevator there. I'm not going to get Jug because if you get downed while you have Jug, you'll lose the Perma Jug ability. And having Perma Jug means that your Who's Who character will have that extra health if he's trying to revive you. So that's the idea behind that if you missed the first part of this high round strategy. We're going to get Semtex here. And I just like using them over the frag grenades. They're mainly useful for blowing up your trample steam if you need to. And we're going to go across and get Who's Who here. So we know that Quick Revive is in that other elevator, so Who's Who is going to be in this elevator. And you can see that we've got Speed Cola through there as well. So I'm just heading up top here. We're just opening this area up now. And yeah. So basically we're going to get, we're going to get Speed Cola, not Who's Who at this point. And the reason for that is it just is going to make it easier if I get in a situation where things get too hectic with the minion zombies. I think we're calling them minions for the rest of this this strategy guide. Now we come down here to pick up the key, guys. There are 2 keys here if you play solo. Use one of them to make the elevator go back up if you don't want to go around in a big circuit. pick up the other one to take it with you, and you can go back up the elevator back to the spawn area. All these keys do, guys, is you can use them on the elevators to call the elevator to your floor. It's not super practical, to be honest, but it could have its uses, so that's why we're picking that up. I don't have quite enough to get Who's Who at this point, so you can get across here. Trouble is that you can't really jump across if you've positioned the trample steam right in the middle like I have there. So we'll need to blow up the trample steam a little bit later and pick up a new one if we're going to go back across that building. Okay, so at this point what we want to do is get another 2,000 for Who's Who, and then we want to get 6,000 for Galvaknuckles. So we're going to need another 6,000 points from where we are at the moment, basically, to enable that. And we are getting super low on ammo for this AK. So hopefully we get a max ammo or something, or I'll have to revert to using the Sliquifier, which would kind of be overkill at this level, but would definitely get the job done. So it's not panic stations yet at all. I prefer to use this though because you get more points using it while it's still effective. Okay, so it looks like it's nearing the end of the round here at round 8. Now basically, guys, if you're using the other strategy, which can be super useful as well, where you get all the perks in this map by killing the we're just going to get rid of this trample steam so I can get across here, where you get all the perks by killing the minion zombies, you know, using something like Galvaknuckles or the trample steam to get the free perk off them every 5 rounds. You can basically get to a point where you've got a pack-a-punch gun, you've got every single perk in the game, and you've got monkeys and all that stuff by about round 14 or 15 or so. And you can do that pretty comfortably. So that is a pretty good plan to have as well. But as I said, if you are going really seriously for super high rounds, then you're probably going to want to run without Jug at all and just use the Perma Jug perk. And very importantly, only get the 4 perks so that you can buy back Who's Who continually and your quick revives if you do get down. Okay, so we're trying to avoid this zombie here. We're just heading up top again. What we're going to do at this point is we have got the 4 perks, so we don't need to buy any more perks. But we're going to head down to the mystery box because I've got a couple of grand. I might as well hit it a couple of times because I have run out of ammo in the AK, so I might get lucky and get a decent assault rifle, or even an LMG would be nice. Or we could get monkeys, which is very, very important as well. Let's have a look here. Okay, we got the 5.7. Not ideal. And the S12, which I don't really want to get because it's not going to give me many points. So we'll keep the 5.7. This is actually not too bad at all. It's quite powerful, has a reasonable mag size and all that. Like you see, 20 rounds in the magazine or the clip. So we're going to head right round back to the roof. And as I come down here, guys, just be very careful because you can down yourself really easily. You know, if you hit the side or you hit one point wrong, sometimes it just makes you go down for no apparent reason. That's why it is important to have things like Who's Who in this map, if you're playing solo at least. Okay, so we're going this way around and we're just going to go back up the elevator and back to the roof area. I'm just checking there to see if the elevator's down or not. Sometimes you get lucky and they're here already. Other times like this, they're all the way at the top and you have to wait for ages, unfortunately. Now, at this point, what I could do is call the elevator using the key that I've got at the bottom. Wait till it comes down, then run up the stairs, jump on the roof there. But I'm not going to do that because I want to keep the key for later. It's not really necessary in this situation because I've only got the one zombie to worry about anyway. Okay, so let's see if these elevators are coming. Now I'm thinking at this point of jumping perhaps on the Jug elevator roof and taking that one up. So here's a really good tactic, guys. If you're being chased by zombies, unless you get unlucky here and it respawns and climbs up the side with you anyway, if you jump down a full level to the elevator below, you'll still survive, but the zombies will not be able to jump down after you. They'll have to go the long way around, unless they respawn like that one did. And that can be sometimes a tactic that you can use in a tight situation to get on an elevator roof without a bunch of zombies following you. If any of you guys have questions about what I'm explaining here, guys, or why I'm doing certain things in this strategy, please ask in the comments as well. And that zombie got crushed against the ceiling there. That was awesome. He was a little bit damaged. That's why he died instead of respawning. But yeah, if you have any question, guys, just leave a comment because I'm going super fast. I know with the information, and I'm a bit worried that I might miss some of the stuff that is. That I'm trying to pass on here to you guys that's really helpful in this map. So here is basically a really good camping strategy for getting through these minion rounds, and they will all come from that direction. I do not want to get a free perk, that's why I'm shooting at this one and making sure I miss a couple of shots. Because we don't want to get more than 4 perks. That's why I did that, by the way. But I could have easily just kept sitting there to get a free perk if I was doing that instead. Cool. Now, guys, I'm not going to talk about any of the glitch strategies in this map because I know people have been abusing things like the single window spawns in some parts of the map with the Sliquify to get to really high rounds, like rounds past 100 and stuff like that. But I don't like to abuse those sort of glitches in the map to get to high rounds. I like to do it legitimately, and they're going to patch that sort of stuff eventually. So that's why we're not even going to go anywhere near that sort of exploit style of strategy for high rounds. Okay, so we get the insta-kill here. And we are rocking the 5.7 here, camping in this spot here. So, as I said, it's not the most ideal gun for this, but it is still actually going to be reasonable for killing zombies with at round 10, especially with the headshots. I think it might even be a one-hit kill on the head, so it's actually not too bad at all. And we get another insta-kill there, which was pretty awesome. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get the other, or one of the other persistent abilities, or perma perks if you want to call it that, which is the red insta-kill. For those of you guys who don't know how to get it, what it's good for and how to lose it. I'll explain that a little bit later on in this gameplay. But it's actually not really a practical ability to get. That's why I don't even bother getting it usually. Okay, so we've got one more round here. Remember, I'm trying at this point to get 6,000 for Galvaknuckles, and then we will be good to go to the next area. If you don't feel comfortable camping in this location, guys, and that was pretty awesome getting the max ammo, you can go straight to the Buddha room. That really large red room is the easiest training spot if that's your preferred safe style, and just build up points there and then go and get Galvaknuckles by going around the map. But I just find it's easier to build points very quickly in this location early on, and then you've just got to go straight down to get Galvaknuckles anyway. So I think we unlocked there, you might have seen that flash of magic. I think we unlocked the headshot ability, which again is not really a practical ability. All it does is make the zombies' heads pop if you kill them with a body shot or a knife or whatever.
Mr. Monkey to target.